are with Dave and Jeff, and I don't think I have to introduce you to them, but Dave is he's over there, and Jeff is on the other side. And these guys are not members of the DYBall League, but they are two baseball lovers, baseball supporters, fantasy people. So I welcome to the show. And Jeff, do you have any favorite teams in the league? I know you've been following the league for the season, and what are you up on as far as the standings, and who's your favorite team and players and owner, and you got any opinions?
Well, favorite team is the Wingnuts, but I'm disappointed in my owner. I feel like he's loaded up with too many Red Sox and Tigers, and hasn't diversified his roster very well. I'd like to see some more player personnel, a little bit more activity from him.
Okay, he's in 4th place currently, and he's won a couple in a row, so maybe he's picking up on.
Maybe he's turning the corner.
He might be turning the corner. And Dave, I know you're a highly distractible person, and so the DYBall League is. I don't know if you radar all summer, and so you have any favorite teams, Lee? You love the commissioner or anything, or what's going on in your mind today?
Those are two totally different questions, but
I know, but just answer them in order.
Okay. So I like the Detroit Tigers.
Tigers. Yeah. You realize they're not a fantasy team, Dave, right?
Why not?
Well, they're not in the DYBall League, so
They have something to do with baseball, though.
they are a baseball team. Okay, are you aware of the DYBall League is a fantasy baseball league made up of your fellow employees who are trying to become the best in the league? And do you know what fantasy baseball is, Dave? Jeff, do you have anything else to say?
My grandpa used to love baseball. He used to watch Detroit Tigers, and I used to go to games with him. And
I had a grandfather once.
recently, my grandfather passed away.
Mine too.
So maybe that's why I'm not part of the fantasy league. Okay. Maybe that's why I don't know.
Is your grandfather also the head gardener at the gardens in Jackson?
No, he's dead, man.
That was
he?
That was my great grandfather.
I'm sorry. They're both dead, though, obviously.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
Okay. Well, my grandpa died in 1968, so he was a Tiger fan also. So, Jeff, let's get back to your observations. I think you're a little more on the ball. Who's your second favorite team?
That's a trick question. You can't have a second favorite team.
No? Really?
You're not a fan if you have second favorites.
Okay, I like that answer. I got another question, though, for Dave.
I like Ukrainian owners.
I love Ukrainians. David, I know the league is named after David Jonas Young, and what's your opinion of David's ownership of the league and his personality, and what do you like about him, what don't you like about him, and how old are you?
I'm 94.
You're quite experienced.
Yes. And David Young seems like a, solid.
He's the quiet leader.
He's a good leader for pretty much anything. Including
he acts like he doesn't really give a rip about anything.
He doesn't want to be a leader, so.
But in general, he doesn't give a rip about anything.
Yeah.
But he does give a rip about DYBall and baseball.
He does.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to be that guy who's overtly excited about everything.
Okay.
He'd really rather just be out in the woods.
But yet he's excited.
How can you tell?
You really can't.
You can't. That's what I figured.
It's something you get here.
I think his heart gets bigger when he gets excited, but we don't see that.
There's a little eyebrow raising.
Yeah.
Just very slight, but that's when you know.
Well, another question is about the commissioner of the league, and you're talking to him right here on the other side of the camera, and what's your opinion of the way the league is commissioned?
He reminds me of C League. It's about his time to be done.
Well, this is only the first year, and hopefully next year we will recruit the both of you into the league. Expansion is always good. We have 8 teams this year. We'd like to have 10 or more. We'd like to retain some of the teams that crapped out this year early, like the Arashiro and DeWitt teams. Two slacker owners.
You want to retain those?
I'd like to still retain them because it's always good to have people at the bottom of the standings. And I think the two of you could provide some competition for the rest of us. So I'm hoping we see you next year. And one thing I got left to say is 1, 2, 3.
Go baseball.
Go baseball.
Oh. Go baseball.
Let's do a song. Take me out to the crowd.
Buy me some
peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root
for the Wingnuts. If they don't win, it's a shame. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball.